Thank you for joining me for November Faith Inspiration. Wow, where's the time gone? I can't wait to create with this one. And so, like I said, I've already pre-colored this, but I can bring in, before I start, just quickly, I'm just gonna grab this very little one. And I'll move these over to the side. And all I did is I just took the Distress watercolor crayons, and then I colored in. And with the water brush or a paintbrush, I went in lightly, and then I went over it and was able to color her hair. So I'm sure that you guys know about coloring, so I won't bore you with that. But now we're going to add in, so it says here on the challenge, apply a light wash of brown to your page. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. And I did forget to say, here's my hair, to have some kind of a craft mat that you can take if you're wanting to. So with this, you could even just take this watercolor brush and lightly go over it, or and all I'm doing is just squirting the water on the watercolor paper because it'll help with spreading the ink around better. And now I'm just picking up the ink and going in and giving it different shades. And if you go off on the side, you won't get the clumps. And if you're using the other ones, you do have to be careful, because I find those circle ones that these ones, these are just the flat ones, but I know the dome foam are really good, but I don't have any of those. So, and I love these ones because they're just easy for my hand, and now it's not really picking up. So I'm gonna bring it in here. And then I'm gonna kind of all right. So that is technique number one. And I just like to clean up in between. And now you can definitely use a heat tool, but I'm just going to read the next one. So it says, loosely drop spots of color. So I kind of want to use these stencils. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep, and I really do like it. Okay, so when I fold my page, I have to be careful because I do fold this, but I'm not going to fold it yet. And here's my little washi tape. So I just have some washi tape here that, oh, actually I have that. And I'm just putting it on my hand to remove a bit of the sticky. And then I'm just gonna actually kind of just hook it there so that it's kind of hinged. And then I might get another little piece. All right. Now, I kind of want to see. Oops. And you could also put this in your stamp positioner to hold it in place while you're stamping, or you just hold it like this, but it's only because I'm trying to get the letters that I need to really be careful, because the circles, well, they're okay to, and because my ink is not dry, it's not going to pop this pink as much. And I'm just kind of pouncing. And you can take a brush afterwards and just get this ink off your stencil and have it go into your paper. And if you move it, you just might get a little bit of shadowing. And I'm okay with that. I like that. All right. So now I just kind of want to shift it. I like the brushes. They seem to really work, and you'll get different colors depending on your color wheel. But when I'm doing mixed media, sometimes I'm not so concerned because it could be a happy accident. So there we go. And if you wanted lines, like, kind of just to give it a different dimension, and all I'm doing is taking a baby wipe and wiping into the dots so that I can get more coverage. And because I went off, I'm just gonna kind of pull it up so that it looks like, yeah, I actually don't mind that. And if you're not a fan of it, you can just kind of, if you just out your page, you can really wipe it off, but I'm okay. I like that so far. So what are we supposed to do? Was this at the bottom of the page or just all over? But now with the Posca pens, Let me just get a scrap piece out of my recycling to get this going. I've never really used Poscas this way, but maybe I'll splatter. And then make sure you put your lids on, or the paint pen can dry out. And the less you push on it, the all right. So that's, we've applied some drops. Okay, so I do actually already have the darker spots at the bottom of the page. And now it says to add a focal image. And I didn't bring my heat tool, so I'm just gonna, what else does it say? Outline, and then add verses. So I wasn't really thinking when I started this where I'm going to put my focal point. And so now I'm going to bring that in. I'm just looking here. I really do love this tree. And I kind of want to blend that in. But I really liked her too. Well, let's see. She might be too big. Right. And I did keep the stuff to put on the front, so but here's my words that I've cut out. I'm going to put that on my front. But I know that there was one, maybe I could just do I thought I had some other ones cut out. I'm just playing now. And I think I'm actually going to do it like that. Yep, I'm going to commit now, so... you find that sometimes your glue just doesn't want to work? I hope you guys have been enjoying these challenges. Probably should have saw where the folding is. And you probably want to wait for your paint to dry, but I actually like that it's going to seep through. So... And you could also gel plate with this if you wanted to get your backgrounds different. And I could have used the heat tool to dry this, but that's no fun. I like to get messy. Oops, it's a good thing that didn't drop the other way. Might have stuck somewhere that I wasn't wanting it to go. And here's a paper towel. That would look cool too. Maybe I could put the other one that I started. I think this one's too big. Yep. No, it takes away. And so then I go in circles. Are you guys do you guys like coloring? You could also take a paintbrush and paint. Maybe I'll do that with the you could wet the tip, or you could, oops, I think I just colored her ears. Oopsies. There we go. All right. I'm just going to do this a lot faster. And on the other one, I cut that out so that but I'm going to just do something different to make it blend in a minute. Oops, I almost missed a whole part of her sleeve. That won't be good. All right. And by adding water, and I'm just pulling it in off my hand, drying that off. It's There we go. So now I still have this one that I can put on the front if I want, or use it in my Bible journaling. So now I'm just gonna go around. And I'm just not re-inking this, I'm just taking, be careful because your paint pens are there. But it can kind of look, yeah. That might have been a little too grungy, but the blue I smudged, it's all good. But sometimes in life, that's how we feel. And I'm just gonna, what does it say? So I'm just kind of outlining it because it's a different color. It just adds some texture. And oh, guess that's why my glue doesn't work all the time. I forget to put the pin in. There we go. And I would let the paint dry in between, but sometimes you can get a go for a different look. All right, and then it says outline the spots with black or white pens. So and I'm just drawing the and now it says to add the verse or quote. So I like I like that. And all my papers. Before I put it up there, I'm gonna oh, there it is. Did I lose one? Well, must have lost. I will find it, or I will write it after. Do you ever find that you lose all of your stuff? You try to be so organized. Okay. So maybe I'll just do that instead. And so I'm never good at cutting these out, but that's okay. They don't have to be. Be generous and pray for others. And if I didn't want to cut this again, I could always just use my Posca pen. And I don't know what I did with that other one, but that's okay. I will either wait for this to be dry and then I'll write it on. But I don't know if I want to just try to oh yeah, I like it like that. Oops, I put it on upside down. And right here. I love that. hand out. And then yeah, we will reward you. Your enemies. And I try not to just use my silhouette for everything. I want to fussy cut and show you that even if you don't have a machine, it can still work for you. And then I'm just going around them. There we go. Now I'm just kind of adding some highlights. Okay. All right. It's very relaxing, and I just want to write. And I like to do my handwriting just so that it's more, it means something to my kids. Or anyone else who's reading it, I guess. Now, because I'm on camera, I just want to make sure I spell it correctly. I get so nervous when I know people who are watching, and I know And I don't know where the fold line's going to be, but it might be here. There we go. Now, I'm just going to quickly write your, oops, see? And I know with these ones, they can be a little bit more tricky. And it's because I started writing. It could be because it's still wet. Yeah, I don't want to wreck it because it's wet. So I will write that out afterwards. And yeah, that is what, oh, actually, I could do. Like this. I just get so relaxed when I'm doing this that sometimes I forget to talk and tell you guys what I'm doing. So here we go. Oh, I like that. There you go. Clean off my lid because I didn't put my needle on again. I don't know if you struggle with this, but in order to not have my poke my finger all the time, I put it by the tip there, and now I go like this. Boom. There you go. So this is November's faith inspiration. And so what we did is we applied a light wash of brown to your page, loosely drop spots of color, or you can just use the stencil like I did. Draw some, apply darker to the bottom of your page, add a focal point. Well, I kind of added two, but I have 2-page spread here. So that's my whole theory. Add some darker spots around the images, outline them, which I did, and then I added some words and quotes. And because this is still wet, I'm just gonna fold this so that you guys can see. And as I'm folding it, I'm going to pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing time that we've been able to come together and just allow the Holy Spirit to move in a powerful and mighty way, that you give us the strength and the wisdom, and that I'm just so thankful for art and that we can create and we can bring our needs to you. So please protect us, bless us in this season, give us some times of rest, and I just pray for protection and for wisdom until we meet again. In your precious and holy name I pray, amen. So again, this is what it's going to look like for myself, and if you wanted you could doodle, but I actually just really like that. But if you were feeling like, you know, something's missing, you could always take a stencil if you wanted to. Let's do it. Add in some blue, which because it's brown, it's going to go green. And then I actually like that. I feel like it needs some up here. And you can have it go off the edge like this so that it will be and then I'm not going to do it heavy over this, but just to kind of take the white out of here. Oh, I actually like that a lot. So now, if we take this stencil, because it's different, and which one was I using for the pink? Yeah, no. Let's just grab another brush. Oh, it's gonna have half circles. It's gonna, and there you go. So this is when you need to know when to stop. And with that, I'm just going to clean this up after. Oh, I actually like that. So there you go. That is our November Faith Inspirations. God bless you all until we meet again. Thank you so much.